overhead control is probably one of the most popular topics that I speak on. Why? Because it's hard. It is hard for dentists to really get their hands around overhead control. You know, the national average for overhead control in the dental office is 70%. That is way too high. Easily, every dental office should be able to get them down to 50% and maybe even a little bit less. Now, you know, your fixed expenses are your fixed expenses. I can't really help you with that. If you're really tied into a lease, if you've paid a lot of money for the real estate that you're in or your rental, or you've paid a lot for equipment, then you've got to pay that off. But that can be renegotiated sometimes there as well. Negotiation is a key when it comes to overhead control, especially when it comes to fixed expenses. So you really have to think about negotiating. You know, what is the worst that someone can tell you? No? Just in case you ask for something and you don't get it. Usually in a negotiation, whether it's a business negotiation or it's a lease or it's anything else, believe it or not, even if the other side says no, many times they may give you a little extra, they may give you a little flexibility on rates or on terms or something like that. So always do a little bit of negotiation. Don't be shy. I know many dentists are really fearful of rejection, whether it's with patients or it's on the business side of their office. But what's the worst someone can tell you? No? Then you move on. That's not a problem. You're no worse off than you were before. Negotiation also comes in, when it comes to overhead control, in, believe it or not, products or the dealers that you deal with all the time. My partner, Jeffrey Groves, is a master at negotiation, just a master at negotiation. And, you know, he will pit one dealer against another. If we're looking at a piece of equipment, let's say digital x-ray machines, for example, our digital x-ray unit, he probably knocked off about $6,000 off the list price of what was going, which many dentists are paying. And many dentists are just going, sure, you know, whatever the list price is, that's what I'll go ahead and pay. You can really go ahead and negotiate some of these terms. And, you know, especially when you're into some kind of equipment that's going to need some kind of service, you can negotiate service. You can negotiate training and staff training. There are a lot of different aspects and a lot of different ways for you to really take a look at your overhead, get it under control. Treat your dental office like a business. That's what it is. Every penny saved can be another penny in your pocket, can be another penny of profit. And, you know, I don't want you to make the mistake by pinching pennies and, you know, stepping over dollar bills in order to pinch those pennies. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm really looking for is quality investments, but still getting the best deal you can possibly get for your dental office. So thanks for joining us on this month's lesson. I'm Dr. Louis Malcmacher. Go to my website, www.commonsensedentistry.com, and we've got loads of audio CDs and lots of other resources to help you reduce your overhead and really run a really great dental office that is profitable, that is fun to be in, and that serves patients very well. We'll see you next month.